Back in 2014, the Milwaukee Bucks sold for about $550 million. Today, Forbes values the franchise at roughly $4.3 billion. That is almost an 8 times explosion in just over a decade. Inside that rise, you have a world-class arena, a reinvented entertainment district, consistent playoff runs, and a superstar who became a 2-time MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, and a Finals MVP. Forbes said it best, Giannis didn't just elevate the Bucks, he made them into a global brand. And that brand doesn't just lift the team, it lifts the entire city around it. What people often miss is how deeply Giannis' family is embedded in Milwaukee. In 2022, the Antetokounmpo family launched the Charles Antetokounmpo Family Foundation, centered right here, focused on opportunity, housing, and community support. Since then, in 2024, they've awarded $1 million to 10 Milwaukee nonprofits. And in 2025, Giannis and his wife Mariah helped build affordable homes in the Milwaukee neighborhood with the Habitat for Humanity. They've supported mobile food markets, youth programs, and stepped up for the arena staff during the pandemic. Urban Milwaukee summed it up perfectly. The Antetokounmpo family isn't just giving back, they're investing in Milwaukee's future. Let's be honest, without Giannis, Fiserv Forum doesn't get built the way it did. A public-private partnership poured in over $500 million into the arena, and media across the country called it best, the house that Giannis built. But what matters most is what the area triggered. You have a walkable entertainment district, restaurants, hotels, and residential growth, year-round foot traffic in that area, and then a central gathering point Milwaukee's never had before. Giannis made the Bucks relevant. The arena made the real estate boom possible. Together, they've changed downtown. For example, take just one project, a 340,000 square foot mixed-use development next to the Fiserv Forum. Inside of it, you'll find 269 apartments, retail options, an indoor parking garage with almost 300 spaces, public plaza space, a training facility for MATC. But here's the part nobody talks about. The Bucks are the co-developers and the co-owners. This is the Giannis era in one chain reaction. And when you have a superstar who has a brand, you need an arena like the Fiserv Forum. That arena doesn't get built without land. And then that land needs to be developed. And that development starts off with the tax bases in that conversation because you need to have growth. This was an empty space from parking lots, old freeway land. Now it's a neighborhood. During that NBA title run in 2021, Visit Milwaukee estimated $57.6 million at local economic impact. So for every Milwaukee Bucks playoff game, that was generating about $3 million for downtown, and that contributed for hotels, bars, restaurants, even the rideshare apps, and you can't forget about parking, retail, and then the Deer District crowds. And get this, in 2024, Milwaukee County set an all-time tourism record, over $4.3 billion in economic impact. Fiserv Forum and the Bucks are now pillars of the city's tourism engine. Every time Giannis drops a monster stat line, Milwaukee becomes the backdrop of millions of viewers online. Hey, real quick, if you're obsessed with how sports, economics, and real estate collide, hit subscribe and let me know the Milwaukee story you want broken down next. Now, let's get back to the video. Before Giannis, Milwaukee was a punchline on national TV. Today, the Bucks jerseys are global, and every time they're nationally broadcasted, you see the beautiful Milwaukee skyline on national TV. And companies scouting new headquarters see a city hosting the NBA Finals and the RNC. Brand isn't fluff. Brand changes investor confidence, developer risk tolerance, young professional migration, and corporate site selection. Giannis helped turn Milwaukee from an afterthought into a big event city. Now, behind the scenes, it's hard to not realize that the Bucks have quietly become a real estate powerhouse. They own land, they co-develop mixed-use buildings, they built restaurants, plazas, and long-term assets. They're no longer just an NBA team, they're a development engine reshaping downtown Milwaukee. And that strategy only works when you have a superstar and a successful team like Giannis that made that land worth betting big on. Giannis' contract runs through 2027 with a player option. Now, if he leaves, Milwaukee's not going to collapse and they're not going to lose billions of dollars overnight, but the national spotlight dims, the playoff certainty definitely changes, hospitality takes on more risk, developers price in uncertainty, and as long as Giannis is here, the city rides a wave of momentum, tailwinds instead of headwinds. He's not just a superstar, he's a stability multiplier in my opinion. Because think about it, there's somebody in Iowa that doesn't have a professional sports team. They're saving up, driving to Milwaukee, spending the night in a hotel, going out to eat in our area, stimulating our economy. And you don't get that when you don't have a superstar like Giannis. We have so much going for us that people don't realize. You know, we're on Lake Michigan. We're not too far from Chicago. We're close to Madison. There's so much great things going on in Milwaukee that now we're getting a better spotlight in our area. Let's zoom out a little bit. The franchise that was once valued at $550 million is now worth $4.3 billion. Playoff spending of almost $57 million in one playoff run. Tourism over $4.3 billion annually, breaking records. Hundreds of new apartments around the area, indicating where people are looking to move to. Giannis didn't just change the Bucks. In my opinion, he changed where people live, where businesses open, where investors see worth putting money at, and then where developers want to build at. Who's moving here, and the confidence Milwaukee has in its own future. If you own near the core, you're inside the momentum. And if you're invested, you're betting on the entire ecosystem here in downtown Milwaukee and the surrounding area. If you want to position yourself in the path of Milwaukee's next decade, watch every new project around the Fiserv Forum, track the Deer District expansion, and then follow major events going on in Milwaukee. Make real estate decisions based on future, not past stereotypes. Giannis plays on the hardwood, but his legacy is beyond written in steel, concrete, cranes, and the neighborhoods rising because he chose Milwaukee. And again, if you found value in this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. And if you're thinking about making a move here, my team and I would love to be your real estate resource of choice. I'm Tony Bitar, your real estate professional in Wisconsin and Northern Illinois, and I'll see you on the next one. Go Bucks.